Hi, I'm Dr. Lita Rojas, and I'd like to introduce you to the Integrative Health Center at Putnam Hospital. The Integrative Health Center opened its doors in 2017 to help women being treated with breast cancer at Putnam Hospital. It is used in conjunction with conventional therapy, which includes surgery, chemotherapy, and radiation, and the center stresses importance of treating anxiety, and this can be done through pre-op and post-op massage therapy. After surgery, yoga will help in terms of flexibility and also helps anxiety. We also have Reiki therapy, which uses energy movement to treat people with pain or anxiety. Nutritional counseling is also available, as well as lymphedema therapy and acupuncture. Acupuncture has a variety of uses for these women. They include pain, hot flashes, helping neuralgia. So all of these treatments at the Integrative Health Center have benefited many women at our center. Through philanthropic donations, we hope in the future to be able to offer these treatments to all cancer patients being treated at Putnam Hospital Center. Thank you.
Hello to all my friends from ABClatino. In this opportunity, I would like to talk to you about everything we can work on with alternative therapy that can be used to manage cancer. As you may know, we have been working in the topic of holistic psychology. I am Dora Inés Grosso Garcia, and I have worked before in other contexts with you. Today we're going to try to complement all of this that you have been talking with the specialists, with the doctors, as well as reinforcing somehow all these intentions from different institutions, people, and all the programs that you can find nowadays to deal with cancer. Well, we already know that cancer comes from an emotional, spiritual context. Some authors even talk about other lives, They talk about how cancer comes from a very deep resentment that we have been holding since childhood, or even from other times, or even from current real situations that we don't want to accept. So generally, this resentment does no good for the person. When we hold resentment in our heart or inside our being, what we are actually doing is creating a very big negative environment. Our cells are listening to us all the time, and the human being is very frail and susceptible to everything we think and to all the words we say, and even to the context in general. So we do know there are real medical causes related to bad eating habits, bad hygiene habits, to pollution, for many factors, chemicals in the water, many situations. However, we see how some people that are in the same context don't get sick. And at the same time, people we might think are in ideal, healthy context do get sick. So, somehow here we can make a reflection about the fact that something inside me is what attracts the disease. So, the concept of illness is deeply attached to those feelings, and it's very important to release those feelings, especially the ones towards ourselves. So we have talked about the fact that the best remedy for the human being is love. Love reflected in everything. So how is it that we show this love? Through self-care. And self-care implies everything from our thoughts to our feelings, to our habits, exercise, joy, the whole holistic concept. Not just observing the human being from a purely physical context, or purely spiritual, or purely emotional, but as a whole. So we say that in these alternative therapies, they're offering acupuncture, color therapy, music therapy, art therapy, all the therapeutical tools we can use. Among these, we also find the organic approach, which goes about avoiding everything that is not natural, that doesn't come from the earth. Not eating or avoiding saturated and processed food can help improve cancer. Also, other theories talk about avoiding sugar. Sugar is, let's say, one of the things that harms the body the most. Sugar, saturated flour, all those things. And it has been proven that when people stop eating these things, the quality of their health improves significantly. So, from this context to the most transcendental one, that could be the thoughts. I'm going to talk to you a little bit about that feeling that is hate, that resentment we can feel towards other people, or even worse, towards ourselves. Many times we don't even realize we have that feeling inside of us, holding it in our hearts. How come? Because we just talk, we say words, and our body, the cells of our body, are very sensitive to this type of words. So when we say, even as a joke, I'm stupid, or nobody likes me, or this world is not worth living, or why does this thing happen to me? We don't take responsibility for those feelings, and we start holding that resentment towards someone or towards something, or even many times we blame the environment around us. We get angry for the most simple of things, like, for example, why is it so sunny? Or why is there no sun today? Why is it raining? And sometimes for things as simple as that, people manage to affect their emotions. So we have given much responsibility to the external factors. We worry so much about the news, about the newspaper, about the situation with the government. We worry about things like if our partner is paying enough attention to us. Or also many times we worry about job-related situations. So we have given such an amount of responsibilities and strength to those external factors. We have left aside the understanding of what is our body or our inner self feeling when we get into all these worries. So sometimes we feel a lot of resentment about situations that we went through in our childhood, and we cannot forgive our parents for them. Or we are not able to forgive that partner who betrayed us. Or we don't make peace with the context we have to live in. So it could be the smallest or the most transcendental thing, but that resentment that I don't release or work on just stays there, and little by little it starts to transform into this negative essence or a negative cell that grows in the degree that I feed it. And if additionally I don't have healthy habits, then all these diseases begin to appear. Well, so this is a very simple explanation so that we don't go around thinking, oh, but I'm a person that loves everything. Actually, most of the times when we do this reflection, people say, no, but I'm fine, there's nothing wrong going on in my life. I don't have a reason to be sick. But the idea is to think deeper, or to think how unconsciously we are getting charged with these messages. The news, the music we listen, the conversations we are having, if we are always criticizing others, or if we are always giving power to our partners, to our friends, to other people regarding what is happening to me. That leads our inner self to a meltdown. We can also be talking about a resentment that in some contexts experts say that come from in prior stories of my family. Things that maybe I did not live because I was not present, but that come through genetics or through the messages that come along with my family. Like, for example, maybe my family used to hate certain group of people or certain situations, and I'm assuming the same role now in my reality. So there are many experts that have talked about this, and sometimes we ask ourselves, well, why does this kid have cancer? If kids are born pure, are born perfect, Where does this come from? Well, this could be the explanation. Experts have checked with families how these stories from the past might have been transferred to a child through the same context of language, or maybe through the genetic memory of the cells that somehow remembers things and brings things from the past, and the responsibility of the family is to heal them. So what we say is that the person who has the cancer is the symptom. The symptom of a society, or the symptom of a family, a symptom of the lack of love. In my opinion, we all have a responsibility regarding cancer, and it is to love ourselves more, even if we are not in that situation, and supporting those who are needing that love. Love can be sent through a reflection, through meditation, through our good habits, and through thinking how can the world become a better place. I would like to send all my love and affection to those people who are battling this disease. Have faith that love will heal you, and don't forget to have good habits.